hello. My name is Darcy, and I am from the band The Smashing Pumpkins. I play the bass guitar. How does it change my life so radically? Well, it makes it possible for me to continue to make music for a living, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Fire Records. It's much more fun for me now to play live shows because for many years, ever since I was a child, I was always on stage my whole life, and I always had terrible stage fright, and I would throw up before I would play a show, and I don't throw up anymore, and that's much more fun.
Feel so pretty, you are Jessica, and you are
Bien, y seguimos en esta edición especial del The West con la gente de Smashing Pumpkins y vamos a seguir viendo parte de la nota. O sea, dividimos la nota en 3 partes que van a ser las 3 cosas que vas a ver ahora. Y ahora vamos a ver un pedacito del acústico que estuvieron haciendo para la gente de Rock and Pop, ahí en el Centro Cultural Recoleta, precisamente en la sala donde Celina está haciendo su obra de teatro. Así que vamos a ir a ver este pedacito del acústico y otro pedazo más de nota, después volvemos con la gente de Smashing Pumpkins. Dale.
I think that one of the best moments of being in a band was we got to be on a TV show called The Simpsons. I don't know if you have that here or not. It's really, really fun. And also, we got to go visit this. We were invited to go visit the set of the X-Files, where they filmed the X-Files, which I like also a lot. And it's fun to travel in different places and learn about new countries and different people. So that's the best. And playing the shows is the best. I think the show will be more intimate than the usual shows from the tours that we've been doing in the past, because the venues are smaller. They're still not tiny, but they're smaller. And the music that we're playing, we try very hard to bring the audience into it with us. And so if we are successful and we play well, yes, it will be an intimate concert. I hope so. Well, we just want to try and reach more people. In trying to reach more people, the only way we can find to do this is to go to the countries and do more interviews and do more press and play more shows and keep going and going and going and going. But that's the only way that we can think to do it. So that's why I'm here.
Bien, vamos a terminar esta The Wash especial de la gente de Smashing Pumpkins viendo el último pedazo de la nota con Darcy y además de eso viendo un tema más hecho por ellos en vivo en el Parque Sarmiento. Cuídense, pórtense bien, nos vemos mañana. Esta fue la edición especial de Smashing Pumpkins en el The Wash.
I think using the music to communicate with people is a big part of it. And hopefully, I think most of our fans understand at least the emotional content. That's very important to us. But also, you know, doing interviews and things are very important also. We were not going to tour on this album at all. But then when the album was finished, we thought that it was a very special album and it deserved to be promoted. But we didn't want to spend a lot of time touring because we wanted to go back into the studio again and record a new album in the fall. So we decided to try and do a very condensed tour covering as many countries as possible. And we are sick of touring, so we tried to do something special. And we think it's a more intimate album, and it doesn't serve it well to play in very large venues. So we're playing in smaller venues. And we tried to play in other parts of the world. We tried to play in very unusual places. And in the United States, you know, in other parts of the world, we tried to play a lot of free concerts. It was not possible for us to do this in the United States, to play free concerts in the park or whatever, because we were met with a lot of friction. The governments, they thought it would be too much chaos. So instead, we decided to do a charity tour in the United States. And we also just wanted to come down to South America and Latin America and go to Mexico City, because we've never spent very much time here before. So just coming here at all for us, coming here for the first time, is very special to us. So also about the charity shows, that we've always done charity shows in the past, sort of one-off things here and there. But most of the time, at the end of the day, when you count the money after the expenses, it doesn't end up for very much money for the charity. And we wanted to play smaller shows, so in order to make that work, we had to give 100% of the money to the charities. And then we would go and we would visit the sites that we were doing the fundraiser for. And that was very overwhelming for me. And it almost made me completely insane, because I get very overwhelmed and I get very sad. But then in the end, you know, you go to a place like a shelter for battered women and children, or a place where they take care of children with AIDS, and you realize that it's a good thing and you're doing a good thing, and it means so much to go to visit the children. It means so much to them, and they're so happy to see you. It just makes their year. You know, it's just overwhelmingly wonderful feeling. I think I really grew a lot in doing this. It was a really good thing for me to do, and we want to do more things like this in the future, but probably on a larger scale. Getting close to the millennium, I have no idea. I have no idea right now. Music seems to be sort of like a mishmash of everything, sort of regurgitating a lot of things that have been regurgitated, I don't know. Our next album is going to be a insane, loud rock album. We're going to name it The Album for the End of the World. That's all I know.